Hey guys, it's Ron with Out and About with Ron, and haven't posted for a long time. I took sort of a hiatus, had some things going on, and still trying to migrate all of my old videos over to the new channel. But I wanted to put a couple things out there because I thought that a couple of the experiences were something to share. So let's rate a couple places: one hotel, one restaurant, and let you know how it's going. So I had to drive to Syracuse this weekend to visit my daughter. She's at Syracuse University, and decided to make reservations at the Sheraton right at University Avenue in Syracuse, right on campus. So made reservations, actually used some points and some cash to make a reservation. As you know, this is a Starwood property. They've merged with Marriott. I expect certain things from certain properties, especially Marriott properties. Got there, went to check in. There was 3 desk attendants. 2 were busy. All 3 were busy. I was waiting in line. Several other people got in line behind me. The one person finished up to my left, and they proceeded to do a couple things, busy work-wise, etc., while there was a standing line, and then they chose to leave and go into their back little office. Silly me, I thought it was all about, taking care of the guest and guest service and so forth, and I guess it really isn't. So myself, along with the other people behind me, had to wait in line until the 2 other desk agents were wrapping up with their other guests and finally get to check in. That wasn't a wow experience for me. Again, the term customer service is really lacking nowadays is a true situation. We are only as good as our last guest, okay? So that's one situation. I would not give them high marks. Let's see, I checked in on a Friday. Went into the room, nice room, clean, organized. The heat's off with all our new automated systems, guys. Nothing runs until you're in the room. I get that. So turned the heat up, but didn't hear really anything turn on or kick on and so forth. So then I didn't pay very much attention. I was sort of taking it easy and getting dressed and ready to go out. And we left. We were gone pretty much, I could say, a good 6 hours. We actually got back about 12:15 at night, which was interesting. So went into the room. The room is 67 degrees, understanding it's cold. So I turned the heat up. Nothing kicks on, no heat. I'm like, that's interesting. So I called out to the desk agent. They're like, let me see. And I can tell he's doing something down there with their automated systems. And I hear the fan kick on. So I'm just like, all right, well, it's kicked on. Let's see if it warms up. So no heat, no heat. 20 minutes later, I call back down. I said to the gentleman, there's no heat still. Now it's 20 to 1 a.m. in the morning. It's cold. I'm tired. He says, I have to send somebody up. Okay. So he sends somebody up. Now it's 1:45 in the morning. This guy is obviously security, not maintenance. He said, oh, okay. He looks at the thermostat and he breathes on it. And he's like, oh, it went up a little bit. I said, you're standing right there. Of course it went up a 0.1 of a degree because you're standing right there. I said, come over here and feel this. It's blowing cold air. And he paused because I was getting a little upset at 1 a.m. in the morning. And I said, it's blowing cold air. There was no heat. He goes, let me reset it. So he reset it. He said, I will call you back after I go downstairs and reset the system. So at 1:05, the heat finally started to kick in. I could feel some warmth. And he calls me and says, you should be all set. I'm like, okay, 1:05 in the morning. What's everybody else doing? Hopefully they're snug as a bug under their comforter and they're warm. I don't know if it was just my room or other rooms, but I was not pleased with the situation. So I did check out. I did mention to the front desk agent. I said, listen, I told him about the situation with the front agent when checking in. I said also about the night before with no heat, 1 a.m. in the morning, all this going on. He goes, I'm so sorry. And he paused, and I know he wasn't going to offer me anything. I said, what are you going to do about it now? He says, well, I'm going to be more than happy to offer you 500 points. I'm like, no. He says, well, how's 800? I said, not for nothing. I expect better things from a Marriott property. I said, no, I don't think 500 or 800 points is going to cut it. I spent 5,000 points plus cash for the room. I said, I'll take 5,000 points. And he looked at me and he says, okay. And he went down and made the adjustment in the computer. Now, I haven't checked my balance yet, but I'm hoping it'll be there. If it's not, definitely going to call customer service and make a big stink. But, oh, yeah, the discussion was with this agent when I was saying, well, it's, 1 a.m. in the morning, I had no heat. I said, it's 20 degrees outside because Syracuse was freezing this weekend. He goes, well, it is Syracuse, New York. I said, it doesn't matter. You should have heat in the building. I mean, I don't get people sometimes. I really don't. And he was the front of the house front desk manager because I asked for a manager. I'm like, get a clue. Seriously? So the experience gets better in Syracuse. Saturday night after our event, I decided to take my daughter and her friends out to grab something to eat. Now, granted, our event wrapped up late at like 9:45, 10 o'clock. So there wasn't really a lot of options for places to go out to eat. Some chain restaurants I knew always stay open until 11 on Saturday, so we said we'll just go down to Erie Boulevard, see if we can find. We ended up at Olive Garden. Olive Garden is my former company, Darden Restaurants, okay? Usually I know the consistency, I know the products, the service, etc. All I have to say to Darden is one thing. A 10:30 guest should receive the same service as a 5:30 guest. Because I walked in, a very nice host greeted us. We had a party of 6. I said, if you can get us a nice round table, some room. She took us right in. Now, I know it was business decline. I know that they were down to their skeleton staff out front because they were going to be closing up. Let me tell you, this girl had 3 tables, and unless Darden has changed their table systems, 3 tables per person is what you're supposed to have. We were the 4th. Granted, the other people were having their meals. They were pretty much done. It took 14 minutes to be greeted by this person. 14 minutes. We sat there. She went to every other table, was doing other things, chatting up a storm, and she did walk by and say, I'll be right there. But it took her 14 minutes to come over and greet us and acknowledge us. I was flabbergasted. I could not freaking believe it. At that point, I wanted to order everything. I wanted to order appetizers, drinks. I wanted to order entrees. And she's like, well, I'll take your drinks and your appetizer orders. I'll be right back. Well, we did finally get that. And she came back and took the orders. It took forever to get everything we needed. And also assisting her was the manager. I could tell it was the manager on duty, closing that night. He was bringing food out, carrying food. I don't understand. I don't understand the management. I don't understand what's going on. The service was poor. It took us, we got in at 10:30. We left at 12:35, I think it was, roughly. No, I'm sorry. We left, we got at 10:30. Yeah, we left at about 12:15. It took us over an hour and 15 minutes-ish to get out of the restaurant. The service was just terrible. It was terrible. The food was consistent. It always is consistent. It's a chain restaurant. I don't expect anything differently. However, simple things like we had ordered breadsticks and dipping sauce along with appetizers. She brought soup and salads, and I said, well, how about some breadsticks? Forgot them, kind of thing. The manager had to bring out the entrees. He was serving the entrees, and I said, how about a cheese grater kind of thing? Can you, I'll be right back. Had to go clear the back, get a cheese grater, and come out and do, I'm starting to eat my meal already kind of thing. I was just dumbfounded. And if that's why you run a restaurant between, 10 and 11 o'clock, that's shame on you guys. All right. You should be better than that. Like I said, I spent $153 with tip leaving there, my service should have been as good as during volume when it's 6 p.m. or 8 p.m. or whatever it is. Did not get the warm fuzzy. And the restaurant was freezing. I don't understand what was going on there. The systems nowadays there they have in the restaurants are locked off, but the manager has a variance of like 4 degrees. They can go up or down kind of thing. I had to ask the server, like, please turn on the heat. It still was cold. They don't have their supplemental heat on, which is along the windows. It keeps the room a little bit warmer along the windows. It's a freaking nightmare. I was just appalled. And I will be calling their customer service just to let them know how bad it was. It shouldn't be that way. It should never be that way. So, you know, guys, we all take our chances out there, but like I said, customer service is everything. If you're in this business, yay for you, but hopefully you're taking care of the guests. If you're not in this business, I hope you're getting better service than what I got this past weekend, both at the hotel and at the restaurant. So again, demand more. All right, we expect better from our people that work for us. That should be giving our guests, you know, good service, good food, and want the guests to come back, because you know I can take my hard-earned dollar and go anywhere. All right, and that goes for everybody here that's listening to me. You know, let's focus on it. All right, thanks. Have a great one.